everything because you moved in the shadows, but now you are in the spotlight. And you will stay there until I find a way to hang these murders around your neck and lock you away forever.
I really should have just gone through and with my camera and just filmed what it actually looked like in there. I didn't have to do a lot in terms of my acting, in terms of my motivation. I just had to look at what was around me because it was pretty scary. It was dusty down there. There was a lot of tarp. There was a lot of cobwebs. There was a lot of grossness. It smelled. It was not great. So it didn't take much for me to be in that mindset of what could be around the corner. Because there were times that I was like, what could be around that corner? But it was also fun for me to get to shoot that scene. You know, these last couple of seasons, there was a season where I was pregnant. Then the season after I was, you know, recovering. And so now I'm at a point where I can sort of step into some of these scenes that normally my stunt person would have been doing. And I really got to throw myself around. I got knocked around. Nyla got knocked around. And it was fun. It was really fun to get to do. I think after having something so traumatic happen to her, she is now like jolted into action. And, you know, she's determined. And, you know, when you mess with Nyla and you are able to knock her out and get her off of her game, she's not happy. And so she is determined to find who did this, and she's determined to take him down. She's smart, so she knows she can't. But there's a part of her that just wants revenge. There's a part of her that just wants him behind bars immediately. But she knows that if she does not take the right steps and do this in the right way, that there's no way he's going behind bars and he could do this again, and she does not want that. Both of them were equally creepy. I thought the same thing when they were cast, and the actors, and it's so funny with these actors, both of the actors in real life are just these really sweet, down-to-earth, nice guys, not creepy at all. But both of them were like, yeah, but this is the role that I normally get. I normally play the weird, creepy guy. But they both did a really fantastic job, and it was really nice getting to work with Seth, who plays Liam. He is an actor's actor, and so we really we rehearsed with each other off screen, and we really got to sort of play, which is nice and fun, and it's great when a guest actor can bring that strength to a character. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. That was a fun scene. Because there's so much that's unsaid, you know, but you can read both of their minds. You know exactly what's going on, and you know that they know what's going on, you know. Scenes like that are always fun for me to watch because there's just so many layers and so many things happening. That little monologue, I remember when I read it, I was like, yes, I love this. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed getting to say all of those words. It's nice when you have that. We don't have like, as actors, we don't have monologues often, you know what I mean? But that was a nice little chunk. And I remember I remember doing it and just looking into his eyes, and I was completely Harper in that moment, and I was like, you about to feel this. I like that you get to see how close they really are. I like that you get to see that this is genuinely a friendship. Like they're best friends. And you know, they are both sort of in similar places in their lives. You know, they're both moms. They both have kids that are similar ages. They are both detectives. They've both been at this thing for a minute. You know, it's you know, I think in the very first episode that Nyla was in, Angela says something like, I like that girl, and it's like sort of foreshadowing their friendship, you know. I don't think the writers even knew that this was coming, because in real life we both got pregnant around the same time, but then it ended up just kind of working, and it's been so much fun, and I love this lady with all my heart. I really do. It's created a friendship on screen and off screen. So yeah, it's been really fun. She reacts harshly sometimes. But it is definitely a reaction to the conflict, and you know, it's her fault. She's the one who said, let's get married. So, but I think she's questioning everything in that moment. And she's frustrated, and she knows that, you know, he's frustrated as well, and there's been a lot of that, you know, I think recently for them, and she doesn't know what to do about it. So she's grasping for straws. She's trying to figure out what the best thing is to do. She knows that they love each other, but she also knows that, you know, what they do is in conflict. Their careers are in conflict with each other, even though it shouldn't be. They should work hand in hand, really. However, that's not the case. And she knows that trying to do the things that he's asking of her is gonna take a lot of work on her end. And she's gonna maybe piss some people off within the department, and she knows that that's going to wear on her in ways, but she also knows that this is something that is really important to James, and ultimately should be really important to the department as well. So yeah, I think, but it's just been frustrating having these conversations over and over again for her, when she's dealing with the stuff that she's dealing with at work, and then she comes home and is not able to relax and let it all go. You see their relationship as a real relationship. You see that though there is love there is conflict there. I think you see Nyla become vulnerable in a way that you haven't really seen in a long time. And yeah, I think that you just see that they're tested. They're tested a lot in these next few episodes. I believe they stick around for a few episodes. Yeah, I believe they're there. It's like so long ago now that I'm trying to remember. But yeah, they stick around for a few episodes. It's always lovely seeing them. They're always so much fun. They're another good group, another good cast. So it's nice when we get to play with them as well. Well, this is the Gala episode, and so this is the episode where we all get dressed up and fancy, and it's fun to see, I think, the cast all dressed up and fancy, because you don't get to see that very often, you know? And then there's just some fun things that happen with, you know, some of the characters. I think there's something about like Lucy and Tim are put on like an unromantic sort of case or something like that. Yeah, and you know, yeah, it's a fun little episode. There is a relationship that comes to a head surrounding the two of them, her and James. I think that's kind of all I can say about that. Yeah, they kind of just have to wait. They rear their heads eventually, but I can't tell you when. Not like the one that I just did where I got knocked around. But there's always action. There's always action. There's always running. There's always shooting somebody. There's always knocking somebody down. There's always action. Like I said, you know, Nyla is just such a fun character to play because she is so sort of complex. And she is in a really stressful situation, and it's a very stressful time in her life. And so you do get to see her in this more open, more vulnerable state that is not normal for Nyla.